Welcome back for another session of Three Ball One.
Can I ask a question? Why do you always open the show? Why can't Eddie or me open the show? We have
Why
verbal
do I
skills.
sit in the
Why he
middle
sits in
and
the
why
middle?
do
Oh,
you
he sits in
guys
the
sit
middle.
there?
Okay.
Because
We never.
Well, I sit here because my legs are longer and they can stick out. That's
he's
why.
the professional.
Oh,
he was the
okay.
actual PR
Okay, I got
dude,
you. Okay.
all right? So he should
That's
be able
good.
to handle it. We're just comic relief.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. All right, go
Just
ahead.
one
Sorry.
good baseball guy. Go ahead. Start again.
Go ahead,
Start.
Next time,
You're
let us
starting.
get introduced, then we can talk.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Welcome back to another session Three Ball Walk. Bob, Eddie, Julio, and we're here to discuss who opens the show and where we sit. What's the problem, Bob?
No, there's no problem. I like my. See, I sit here because my legs can hang out. I'm a tall person, so that's why. No, there's no problem. We're in Eddie's studio. That's why I thought Eddie should. So, well,
No.
his office.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, it's not really a
you're
studio.
You're perfect. You're doing good.
We actually used the stage one time.
We did.
We did.
We did.
I like that. That was fun.
Yeah, this is just people interrupt you at that
Interesting.
point.
Yeah.
Little tease for next week, and we're going to mention it a few times, and these guys don't even know what I'm about to say, but we're going to do our first Three Ball Walk investigative study. And basically with what's been happening in Major League Baseball, pulling pitchers after 7 innings with 89 pitches thrown when they've got a perfect game going. The Marlins streak almost came to an end the other
Almost.
day.
No way.
In a 3-0
Almost.
shutout.
Almost.
And he pulled them with 8 2/3 innings and brought in a guy to get the last start of the
No
game.
way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
8 2/3.
There's got to be some
2/3.
clause. We got to go find that clause.
But the thing we're going to look at is it really beneficial? And this coupled with the fact that Steven Strasburg is on the DL again and probably not going to. He's missed one whole season. And I don't know anyone in the past 10, 20 years that has been babied more with his pitches and his pitch counts and everything like that. So
right.
so we're going to take a look at that, and is it really effective? I mean,
Next week? We're gonna do that next
are
week?
careers being saved? Or yeah, we're going
All
to do
right.
it. That way you guys got time to look at.
Okay.
You can send in a lot of questions, but I mean, may have doctors or at least quotes from doctors, I think.
Okay.
We may
Yeah,
not
we can do
actually
that.
have doctors in studio.
No, we probably won't have doctors in studio.
but
We
we'll
don't-
have some of their quotes.
If we had a budget, we might could have a doctor in the studio. But since we have no budget,
Yeah.
and I'm sure no doctor is willing to come in that's really a doctor.
But you know what?
Right.
It's almost like we may or may not have some doctors here. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with may not. But let's go ahead.
Come
May
on,
not.
it's a
Let me-
tease. This is called a tease.
Tease.
You're trying to get them to tune back next week.
Okay. All right.
And if not, we'll definitely have some quotes from
We
doctors.
definitely will have
Okay.
that. And
Okay.
and we'll I'll either have a video, or we may even see if we can hook something up to chat with a couple of pitching coaches that I know.
Yeah,
That'd be
because it's just fascinating to me because and I think let's bring it to the forefront and,
Okay.
and we're
Sounds good.
we're smart guys. We can do an investigative study.
All right. It's
Meanwhile,
it's all on you, bud.
shock number 1, shock number 2. Guess what I want to talk about?
The Marlins.
No,
Oh, that's always the case.
the American League.
No
Really?
way.
You know,
You
it
would've
is.
thought- okay,
it's
this
fast-
is Armageddon Day right
Man,
here. The
I'll
world
tell
will
you.
never see this video.
No.
Only because in the National League, when the Marlins when Stanton got hurt and they stopped hitting that week, they got shut out. I mean, they dropped from the wild card. The Pirates went on a downspin, and right now, it's exciting. There's less than 20 games to go.
Yep.
You've got the Red Sox finally made it to the top.
Yep.
They surpassed the Blue Jays or the Red Sox, and now they're both 2
No, they
games
can't
back.
surpass
Yeah,
the
the Red Sox.
They
can't
are the Red
surpass
Sox.
themselves. They are the Red
The
Sox.
Blue Jays are the Orioles.
Yes.
Orioles, right.
And the Yankees are hanging in there,
They're hanging
looking
in
at
there.
with whatever. So basically,
And
you've
they
got
dumped everybody.
and the Tigers have kind of dropped off a little bit in the standings there. And the way it looks like right now, I mean, not to take anything away from the Tigers, but you've got 4 teams, I guess, in the AL East there. 3 are going to get in, and one's going to be
not.
left out.
Yeah.
What do you?
Well, that's not exact. I mean, Seattle and Houston. Seattle still got a pretty good shot. Houston's got an outside shot. And if they if they didn't lose another game, perhaps they would get in. But Seattle's only 2.5 back from the wild card. It's they got to jump.
But it's a
5
race. It's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
fun.
at least it's something to talk about down the stretch. And I went back and tried to find who we predicted would win
Oh.
the divisions. I got through the American League. So see if you remember who you said would win.
I think I said Boston in the East.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said the same thing.
Yeah, we all went with Boston in the East.
Okay.
I probably said the Angels in the West, or Texas maybe. And I forget who I said in the Central. I don't remember.
We all went KC in the Central.
Yep.
Nobody thought anybody would catch KC.
Nope. Nope.
And
I didn't say Houston.
you didn't say Houston.
I said
had
Houston in the
You
West.
had Houston in the West as a wild card.
Yep. I
Okay.
remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I
and
thought
so
the Royals would do better. I really did.
yeah, and so we all kind of messed on that one.
Well, it's not over, and the Royals have
the
been.
Royals are out of it. They did 5 out. They're 5 out of the wild card. Let's see how much
So-
they are
so
out
are
of
the
the
Marlins.
division. Let's see, 75.
Who's in there?
and-
The Indians.
75 and 70, 83 and 61.
They're done.
Yeah, they're done.
8 games
They're done.
out.
8 games out, they're done. At least for that. So down the stretch. Although I did see a friend of mine, Bob Stewart, who teaches at New Orleans Seminary, who's a huge Rangers fan, and now he's pushing for the Rangers not only to win the West, but to have the best record in the American League.
And how close are they to that?
Let's see, they are at
They were there.
they're 87 and 59, and so
I want to say they have.
So they
have
got
a 3
it.
or 4 game lead.
yeah, so they should have that. I guess he's talking about overall, but I mean that really doesn't
That
matter.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, because the All Star game, we know how important that was.
Yeah, who won that, by the way?
I really don't remember because it was not something that I don't remember who won. It was the
The
American League.
The American League
American
won.
League won. Yeah.
So the
So the
American League
Rangers
is
can
yeah.
They'll have home field.
Yeah, home
advantage.
field advantage throughout.
So
If they just don't
But
blow
then
the league,
but then the worst record, the wild card winner from the American League would have home field advantage in the World Series
right,
as well,
18, right, 18.
which is
yeah.
absolutely ridiculous.
well, that's okay. They won. It's all good. I'm for that. That's another story for another time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm for that. I like that. You know, now we know who's going to play. Your fans know if you win the American League, you can play at home. It's a good thing. The DH will be in play.
Question for you. While we're going with the DH and players and changes and everything like that, watching Baseball Tonight 2 nights ago, and they said the question was, can a rookie win Rookie of the Year having played only about 40 games?
How else will you win Rookie of the Year unless it's a rookie?
No, what I'm saying is
okay.
Sanchez of the Yankees comes in late. He's been hitting. He is one
Tearing
of
it
the,
up.
if not the reason that the Yankees are in there.
The last card show I went to, that was the one guy people were looking to buy.
He came up.
Tearing it up.
He came up on August 15th.
That's amazing.
He's closing in on 20 home runs. I mean, it's
Is there
absolutely
not a minimum at bats and a minimum appearance? I mean, there is for everything else.
no. It's
You
a
can't
vote,
win the batting
not
title.
MVP. They could decide that some bench guy who spurs his team on is the MVP because he pats the guys in the
Never.
No, and it's never going to happen. But they vote on whoever they feel like.
If he gets to 20 homers, I think that's legit. I mean, if he gets 20 homers, I think that he definitely is a candidate.
Who else would be?
By
I
playing
don't follow
without
American
playing in
League, so-
April, May, June, July.
I think
It's not his fault
It's
he
not
didn't
his
get
fault
called
he
up.
called up.
Right.
Yeah, it's the Yankees' genius and the general manager.
Oh, it is a genius though. It is a genius move
Yeah.
because if this is his first time up, they get an extra year out of him.
No, he came up. He didn't come up after September call-ups. He was up.
It doesn't
in
matter.
August.
He came up after June, so his contract year still says another year.
So I mean, that's
Right? Isn't that right?
I think if you had 20
Yeah, I
homers,
mean that's why you didn't bring up Bryant last year until after April, till May.
Yeah.
So you get another year before you hit free agency.
right.
Well, and you can't send him back down.
And this is a good question.
The
for
thing
people.
is, you cannot send him back down.
And he's not going to send him back down.
No, and this is a good question for people who are watching. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I think if he hits 20 homers after what the Yankees did in purging their team, raising the white flag, and now they have a chance to maybe make the wild card, and this guy's hitting 20, almost 20, hit 20 homers. I don't see why he wouldn't be Rookie of the Year. Who else? I don't follow the American League, so it'd be ignorant for me to say it's somebody else. But who else in the American League do you think is close? Do you want a National League guy too? I mean,
No,
Yeah, I'm not really that
the Tigers
familiar with it.
pitcher. The Tigers pitcher is leading the American. What's his name?
I don't know. I knew you're talking about. I don't know his
I mean,
name.
he's 13. I mean,
It's fine. We're an informative baseball show.
well,
What's his name?
it's the American League.
I know, that's
Okay,
the
I
American
mean,
League,
it's
I
the
know.
American League.
So we're
National League guys.
I know one thing I do know about this rookie for the Tigers. He's leading the league in ERA. He's got 13 wins. I think they've won 17 of his 22 starts, and the most important thing and why I really don't know his name, he hasn't hit all year.
He's a pitcher in the American League.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
He's not Jose Fernandez. I mean, he's not a hitter.
No.
I mean,
If they're not going to play real baseball, don't expect me to.
who pitches tonight, by the way? Jose pitches tonight.
does.
Yes.
Against
Jose
the Braves.
Fernandez pitched
Against the
the other
Braves.
night. He had a pretty good night again, right?
He pitched against Kershaw last Friday, so that means
He pitches
today
tonight.
would be his night.
He pitches tonight because I saw the previews when I
Yeah,
was
he
watching the game
had
last night.
career high tied his career high in strikeouts that night. Kershaw, he's back.
He's back.
I mean,
They need him.
he was on
Yeah.
a 60 pitch limit and only got to throw 3 innings. Gave up 2 runs, got the loss.
Wow. I didn't watch that game. That's one game.
Jose gave up, I want to say, 2 hits, 1 run, over 7
Sick.
innings, and got pulled.
Got pulled
Well,
manually.
that's par for the course.
Manually.
What are you looking up?
I was trying to look up who like Sports Illustrated said would be the
Rookie of the year?
Rookie of the Year races mid-season. This was mid-season, so.
Well, he wasn't even in the conversation.
MVP.
then.
It's,
Right,
I mean,
but
it's got to be.
Yeah.
It's National League. We all know that one.
We're sitting there killing dead air time.
So in the National League, I mean, do you think it's Corey Seager with the Dodgers who wins it?
Well, and it's, I was looking
Trevor
how
Story
he,
was the guy.
Trevor Story was the man.
Yeah.
He was the story,
It was.
and that would have been a lot of fun.
That would have been a lot of fun, but I guess when you can't stay healthy.
I want to say he still is leading rookies in
And
home
home runs,
and
right? He hit
hasn't-
27. So I mean,
So could he still
ahead.
win Rookie of the Year?
No.
Why? Well, if you can have the guy come up in the end of the season and win Rookie of the Year,
Not if the Dodgers-
Why can't you have the
If
guy?
the Dodgers win that division with their turnaround and all the media hype and everything,
Sager's
like
gonna
Corey-
win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a good story in L.A. and
Sure.
it'll make more press if that's the case. But I'm just saying, why couldn't you?
Oh, sure
If
you
you're
can.
going to say that the kid Sanchez comes up and hits 20 home runs in a month and
Did you- what
and a
happened
month
to
and a
your
half.
story? It was-
It
Oh, it was
you
an
know,
all-star game?
Yeah, it messed up.
Take
So.
them.
We'll try to find out afterwards,
We'll bring it back right at the start of the second part of the show today.
and we'll see where we went with that. But I don't think. I mean, for me personally, I think you ought to have to play the entire year to win Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, MVP.
Not the whole year, but
I think
but
you ought to.
June
I mean, I
one,
mean, you could go on the DL, but I think you can't be on the DL for extended time.
no, but you don't have to start this. I mean, Chris Bryant last year.
Uh, yeah, I'm just saying. It's my opinion.
He came up late, but if you guys, Jose Fernandez year, he won. He wasn't on the roster in April, and in May he was kicking butt, and they brought him up, and he wound up getting 20-something starts that year, and before they shut him down to save his arm, which is a good segue for next week's show.
That is, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to talk about. I'm still looking at this. We didn't talk about. We're going to talk about the National League.
Yeah, we're
the
going
next
to talk
half.
about the National League.
Okay, so I'm still looking at this, and I'm still amazed that Cleveland is going to win the Central.
Yeah, convincingly.
Well, there's
I mean,
6
6-game
games.
lead. 6-game lead.
And that's just amazing to me. I mean, you think about that. Those guys, no one really saw that coming.
They do it, and in their defense, they do it every couple years.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
is
know?
the Central Division then really that weak where you have, I mean, last year you had Kansas City come out of nowhere and win it. And this year you've had Cleveland really come out of nowhere and win it. Is it because the Central Division doesn't have a perennial powerhouse in it?
It's that plus the fact with and you bring up a great point with the weighted schedules. You know, you get to play the Chicago White Sox 18 times while everyone else only gets to play them 9.
And the Twins.
And the Twins,
Twins.
which are the worst team in baseball. And anytime you do that, someone makes a good run at those teams, you're going to have a successful season.
54-91. So that's pretty bad if you're the Twins. That's worse than the Braves, and I never
No,
thought that.
it
would be
really is. But they're
Something's
playing so many games against the Indians and so many games against the Royals.
And they also, if you're in the American League, you got to play all the other powerhouses in the other divisions. A bit
Not
more.
as much as you do the ones in your own division.
Right, but you're still playing them more. I'm saying the Twins played powerhouse teams more frequently than the Braves played powerhouse teams. If you go by the record in both leagues, so we'll see. We'll see who
Yeah,
wins.
I mean, with the exception of the Nationals, and we'll get to that in the other league. Is there a powerhouse team in the NL East?
That's
And
what we'll
people are
talk about
talking
right
that.
after the break.
But for now, we'll be back, and hope you enjoyed watching Eddie look up the Tigers rookies pitcher.
Try to figure out. Send us an email at the bottom. Send us your question for next week. See how we get with the pictures. The pitchers, rather, not pictures. The pitchers. And if you get a chance, go play baseball.